Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's me, Justin, Bitcoin Vegan here again, here to give you a great little video, right? So listen, this video I'm about to share with you, it's not necessarily just a Bitcoin video. Matter of fact, it has some things to do with Bitcoin, because the reason I even had this individual come speak at the Black Bitcoin Billionaires was because I wanted people to be able to, number one, I don't even say orange pill, I like to call it the syringe. You know, we're putting an orange syringe in people in the community, let them know how serious this is about Bitcoin. So I like people to come in there that can help facilitate that process. Talking about Bitcoin to people, if you're brand new, you know, you're new to Bitcoin, you might be new to investing, you new to tech, you new to all of this type of stuff, you new to wealth building, you really not gonna understand how to communicate, number one, what the hell Bitcoin is. Number two, you're gonna think everyone is against you, right? However, you're not necessarily understanding that they have fears and, you know, uncertain fears that are driving the conversation. So yesterday in the Black Bitcoin Billionaires, we had world-renowned hostage negotiator, speaker, coach, and he's also the author of Ego.Authority.Failure, Derek Gaunt. He came through yesterday and he spoke to us in the Black Bitcoin Billionaires on Clubhouse. He shared a lot of great information. He shared a lot of great information about negotiation. And it was also about having your speech and your mindset set in a way to listen to the other person. It was very, very, very important to know that how he shared that when you're in a conversation with someone and they are actually engaging with something, they already have negatives about what you want to say. So the best thing to do is to address those negatives in the beginning. So for instance, y'all know me, I'm Justin, I went to jail, went to prison, all this other type of stuff. I have zero experience in finance, not much experience in tech outside of my space, never got a financial degree, didn't finish college, any of that stuff, right? However, you see how I named all that negative stuff about me? Now, if I was in a conversation with someone, that's what I would say about myself before even going into anything about them. And that lets you also see how these people really view you. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't view you as bad as you say, or if they did, they're impressed that you had the nuts to say it, and now they look at you as a whole entire different human being. So when you get to asking your question at the end, it's a smooth sailing, or it should be. You know what I mean? It should be. A lot of times, you know, when you're first starting out stuff, you're not gonna get it right. Hell, me, myself personally, I tried some of the Derek Gaunt, Chris Voss Black Swan techniques. I sat in a conversation with somebody for 2 hours. It did not work, but I just kept going at it because the reason I even bought the book. So the first book I actually bought out of those two gentlemen, number one was, it was Chris Voss's book, Never Split the Difference. So the reason I bought these books, because as an entrepreneur at that time, I was doing stuff with Bitcoin, I was doing stuff with my coaching, and really trying to figure out how the hell do I get people to buy stuff. Like in the beginning, when you have a great product and you're thinking, all right, it don't matter if it's your side hustle, it's your business, whatever. I have this great thing, I want to get people to buy it. Most times, early entrepreneurs believe like, well, damn, this should just be like me going to the store, somebody buying it, especially if you didn't go to school for this, or, you know, you just spurring something in the moment. But even people who went to school for it, still, they have this dilemma, because it's nothing like trying to sell, you know, in your business. It's nothing like it. So, you know, I'm over here thinking like these conversations are supposed to go like this, that, and third, you buy, you like, whatever. But that's not how it typically goes once you start going higher into what type of deals you're doing. You know, once you start going over probably a few $1,000s, conversations have to change a bit depending upon the relationship. But even with the relationship, you still have to have a great conversation, because you have to understand what this person's fear is when it comes to money, right? So I was reading Chris Voss's stuff, Never Split the Difference. I got different highlight colors in there, crazy stuff. Then also read how he had his friend Derek in there. And what made me want to buy Derek's book was Chris explained how I think he introduced them to somebody and they said, yeah, we want. And Derek said, like, yeah, did they invite you to dinner? He said, no. You know what I'm saying? So he highly recommended them. I read both the books, great material. I then tried to implement it in my own ways, and that was a few years ago. So, you know, I didn't get like formal training, not since that I mastered nothing, I'm the guru of what these folks taught, but it does help to actually shift your conversations. And plus I already had training and coaching. So it helps to shift your conversations in a way that makes other people feel important. But just the simple fact that I was looking for something counterintuitive to continue this route I was on. You know, I'm in Bitcoin, I'm a vegan, people just aren't really understanding, but I wanted to be able to have high level conversations. And I respected the fact that when you're doing business with people, it's not just about your product. You're actually talking to somebody with a brain. Everybody has pretty much the same brain chemical makeup in there. So I'm always impressed with people who do business with a person kind of like subconsciously and in a neurochemistry type of way than just always, speaking on the shallow point of what the said product is. So when we were in there, he was just sharing different ways, like, addressing what the negatives are about you, throwing those out there. Even if they don't even know it about you, they'll be impressed about it. Asking no-led oriented questions that give people the power to say no. Now, you still want a yeah, but you're saying it in a way that they can say no, and subconsciously they'll feel great about it. Is it a bad time to talk? No, it's not. You get the power to say no. Or hey, let me think of something. It's like, I don't know, would it be too much for you to get something out of the refrigerator? Nah, you know what I'm saying? Start with like little small questions. This is what Derek Gaunt recommended in Black Bitcoin Billionaires. So it was a very, very powerful talk. Another thing he said was that fear of loss drives behavior and decision making in all conversations. That was so key because like when you're trying to talk to someone about Bitcoin, automatically they have negative thoughts about Bitcoin, slick roll, you got the dark web, you got scams, you got it's not regulated, you got the fact that banks can't do anything, that if you lose it, it's gone. It's like, it's funny money. You have all of those negatives. Oh, my bad. I just named 8 negatives. Those are the negatives. Those negatives are the negatives that should be taken before you talk to anybody about Bitcoin, right? Because now you laid out everything and it helps them a little bit, not too much. But he was just always talking about how the fear of loss. So within that conversation, you have to find out what's important to that person not to lose. I'm not gonna say I'm spinning out all the gems in the perfect order, the perfect way, because I'm not. You have to go do your own research. I highly suggest that you all look up Derek Gaunt, Derek Gaunt, G-A-U-N-T, D-E-R-E-K, G-A-U-N-T. All you really have to do is YouTube him. He's all over the place. Great guy. Check out the Black Swan group on YouTube as well if you want to increase your negotiations. More importantly, please follow the Black Bitcoin Billionaires on Clubhouse and subscribe, and comment to my channel. As I go out here, I look to build this channel, provide great content. A lot more is going to be on Bitcoin, but sometimes I do like trying to send out some type of motivational stuff to entrepreneurs out there, no matter where you are, because it's a hard road. And it's all top people, only the top folks in the world that can do the craziest shit. Hop into Bitcoin, be the entrepreneur. So I'm both, and I would love to just always try to help as I can. Also, check out in the bottom my best advice in 6 minutes. Click that link, see what I have to offer as well at that. With that being said, man, the price of Bitcoin is over $46,000. See you all next time. Peace.